Happy Halloween, guys. Peyton Snapeback here again for another unusual video tonight. So, as you can see, I'm outside, first of all. I thought it would, hey, why not, you know? It's October 31st as you guys are watching this video. And, I figure, why don't I do reviews outside this time tonight? So, usually every year I've been doing it for a couple of years now. I watch as many horror movies as I can, and then I review all the horror movies I watched over the past month. I did not do that this time. So actually this time, I watched movies I've already had in my collection, just because I wanted to rewatch some stuff. Like I rewatched The Ring, Jennifer's Body, Trick or Treat, Monster House, Urban Legend, Twilight Zone the movie, lots of stuff this year. And I thought it would be a good time, since I got these ones just recently, to talk about these sets for a bit. I got some of these Halloween Blu-rays here. So, like, we got Halloween, the Mr. Sandman Cut Deluxe right here. And we got the Halloween Evil Dies Tonight H4O cut. And we got the Halloween Don't Fear the Reaper cut. So where you can get these at, I got it from a guy named Roy Dam on Facebook. And just ask him and he'll hook you up with a copy, no problem. So I'm going to talk about what these ones are exactly. So first of all, you know, if you haven't seen, you know, Halloween, you know, Michael Myers going around with a mask, which I'm going to explain what the movies are about as I'm talking about them. So first up we got, and stay tuned after this video, I'm going to unbox them at the end of the video, these three Blu-rays. So we got the Halloween, the Mr. Sandman Cut Deluxe. So basically what this is it's basically the first two movies, you know, the original Halloween, the 1978 original, and then the Halloween 2, the 1981 original as well. So it's basically both of the movies combined together. Basically it's them, you know, basically, it's as if that they're like a 3.5 hour movie, basically. He combined them, basically he combined both of the movies into one movie, if I'm explaining that correctly. So basically, merging Halloween and Halloween 2, making it be like, you know, when, like, for example, like when the first Halloween ended, it goes right where the first one left off, the second one does. Basically, if you haven't seen the movies, you know, the first Halloween, of course, you know, that the original Halloween was, you know, Michael Myers at 6 years old, kills his sister, and then he goes to the mental institution, and he escapes 15 years later, going on his killing spree. The second one was kind of like, continues right after the first one left off. You know, Laurie Strode going to the hospital, and then Michael, you know, continuing his spree. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm exactly, how I'm explaining this exactly. But it basically just, basically, it's made into basically as if the first Halloween was like a 3.5 hour movie, you know, basically without, like, you know, the pumpkin credits in the beginning of the movie. It's pretty interesting too, and he also merged the deleted scenes with them as well. I know years ago, I think it came out, I think it went out of print though, like a long time ago. I know it came out to DVD, like the extended version of the original movie. You know, there was like 4 deleted scenes, and I think they did the same thing when AMC was, which they still do. I don't know if they still air, you know, that version, but I know they used to air the extended edition for the part 2 as well. Which, when it comes to part 2, the original part 2 on this one, I've always kind of liked it. You know, I liked how, you know, it had like Michael Myers going into the hospital, you know, taking people out. I don't know, I just thought that was pretty cool. And it really did feel like it was a 3.5 hour movie when it came to like what Roy did with this. You know, merging, like, you know, Halloween and Halloween 2 in this one. So definitely would recommend this one. Now, of course, now the H401, the Evil Dies Tonight cut. Of course, these are the brand new Halloween ones. The one, so it merges Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. Basically making it into a 5.5-hour movie. Of course, if you haven't seen, any of those ones, the 2018 one, that was because all three of these movies were a direct sequel to the original one only. Basically erasing, or basically like we're throwing away all the other ones after part one. So this version was basically the 2018 movie was, of course, Michael Myers, ever since, his spree in 1978, he's been in the hospital for the last 40 years, and they never made any progress for them. He never spoke. He was examined by a lot of the doctors, and of course, he escapes. He's getting transferred to a different institution, and then the bus crashes and he escapes, and of course, it's like Laurie Strode, has his bunker, and, basically in preparation, in hopes that Michael Myers would escape, so she could finally take him out once and for all. And, in the second movie, or the Halloween Kills, kind of takes place minutes after the 2018 movie. Laurie Strode going to the hospital. Michael escapes from the trap that happened at the end of the first movie. Basically him going on his spree. And then Halloween Ends kind of takes a different turn. That gets set 4 years later after Kills, which that one was it mainly had to do with this kid, that this nerdy kid, or this geek, however. Basically it was mainly him. The character's name was Corey Cunningham. It was mainly him babysitting this kid, and the kid that he's babysitting, he's like a prankster, and he locks him in this attic that's on the top, I think on the second or third floor of this house, because the house that took place at was very big. And basically when he kicks in the door, and it hits the little boy, and the little boy falls and breaks his neck. And of course, he gets blamed for being the murderer. And it's mainly, Andy Matichak, the character of Allison. It's her meeting him, and, they're dating each other, and, Laurie has, suspicions about him. Not a lot of Michael Myers when it comes to that version. I will say, too, because I actually just rewatched Halloween Ends earlier this afternoon. I gotta say, though, of course, I was very disappointed when I saw all three of these movies, especially, Ends, because I feel like, I have to say, though, David Gordon Green did an amazing job, with the timelines and everything, with, the movies, and, definitely, the thing was, it felt like they were rushed, especially, Ends, the fighting scene in Ends. I don't know, it felt like there could have been more. It could have gone a little bit extreme. It could have been Rob Zombie extreme, if you know what I mean. Also, of course, what I liked about Kills, however, Halloween Kills, another one that was kind of disappointing. But what I liked about that one, however, because you get some classic characters coming back. You get Charles Scheifer's, rest in peace to him, by the way, who played Sheriff Brackett. The original Sheriff Brackett actually comes back. Marion Chambers, Nancy Stevens comes back. Tommy Doyle, even though it was a replacement, but it was still cool to see Anthony Michael Hall, being a part of the Halloween franchise. And Kyle Richards comes back. Lonnie Elam comes back. Of course, Lonnie was also a replacement, I do believe, as well. The Lindsay character, however, Kyle Richards' character in these new movies it was so disappointing, especially, for Ends, because they credit her in Halloween Ends basically as if she was in the movie, but she's only in it for 3 scenes, and they were very small parts, so she was barely in the movie. I mean, to me, honestly, this is my opinion, but I don't know. Because, of course, you know, I wasn't behind the scenes in the movie as well. But my opinion is, I think she wanted too much. I think she was very, because, you know, she's been on that show. I can't remember what that show was, that reality show she was called that she's on. I think she wanted a lot more money than Jamie Lee Curtis did. That's just my opinion. I don't know, because the fact that, you know, Blumhouse was the ones who released these movies, and Blumhouse is kind of like a, not old school, but they're like very low budget when it comes to their movies. They're always getting like these low budget actors in the movie. You get some of them in these movies as well. But, you know, after watching Halloween Ends, I liked it a little bit better, though. I mean, it's still not, like, my favorite Halloween movie in the franchise, but, really, after giving it a second watch, it really was like, this is not really that bad, and I kind of understand, in a way, I kind of understand what David Gordon Green was trying to do, in a way. Although it is very disappointing that it was, like, you know, the finale for, you know, it's actually the last Halloween movie that Jamie Lee Curtis is ever doing, like, for good. But yeah, but this version, however, it's kind of like the same thing with the Mr. Sandman cut. It's basically combining all three movies as if it was a 5.5 hour, with the deleted scenes, of course. And the reason I got this one was I when it comes to some of the deleted scenes in the new movies, like, some of the scenes really could have been in the movie. So I really wanted this set, because this particular one, because I really wanted to watch the movie with the deleted scenes in it, and it actually really worked. So, yeah, had so much fun watching this, though. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about, because this was the main set I really wanted, and then I decided to get these, because I kind of wanted to see what those movies were like, you know, with the deleted scenes in them. But this was so we got the Halloween, the Don't Fear the Reaper cut. So basically, it's you know, the 2018 Kills and Ends. It's all three of those movies combined into one movie. But basically, they changed Halloween Ends, and basically doesn't have the deleted scenes like, you know, the first two did. So basically they changed Halloween Ends, because, of course, you know, spoiler alert, it's not really a spoiler, they've been out for quite a while now, you know, because Halloween Ends, basically, you know, it was sort of like the movie Jason Goes to Hell. You know, it was the Corey Cunningham, you know, being Michael Myers, and the real Michael Myers comes back towards the ending, you know. Basically, they delete the Corey Cunningham character in Halloween Ends in this version, basically editing it to make it look like Michael was doing the killing the whole time. So that's what was pretty interesting about it. And I will say, though, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, because I thought maybe you know, they would have Corey on there, like, playing like a random person or something. But no, they delete him, like, completely, as if, like, he didn't exist, as if, you know, basically as if he never even happened at all, basically, is what this edit was. But a little bit disappointing, because after watching the edit, I'm just like, you know what? The way Halloween Ends was before was actually a little bit better, even though there was a lot of problems with that one. But anyway, because, you know, Halloween Ends it's an hour and 50-minute movie, so basically, it basically took almost an hour away from that movie, basically. So it basically turned it into like a 50-minute movie. So, you know, other than that, though, the edit was not bad, though. I mean, he did it. It was actually pretty good. You know, the way, because you know, I will say, though, the edit was actually pretty good. They tried their best with these edits, but you know, I'm so glad to have these ones, though. But yeah, that is my review for the Halloween Blu-rays. So now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Now stay tuned for the unboxing. Alright, so we got the Halloween, the Mr. Sandman Cut Deluxe. We're going to unbox right here. Here's the back right here. And of course, you get the synopsis and then screenshots of the movie. Right here, we pop it open, and of course, we get the Blu-ray along with reversible art cover. So here is the reversible artwork. The back is different as well, so you want to pause and read that. And then we got the Halloween H4O Evil Dies Tonight cut right there. Here we go. We got the back right here as well. Pop it open, and we get the Blu-ray right there for the Evil Dies Tonight H4O version. Along with, of course, you know, reversible artwork of Corey Cunningham and the Scarecrow mask. Which I will say though, that look doesn't look half bad. This cover right here. Of course, I believe the back is the same. Yep, it's the same. So yeah, pause if you want to read that. And of course, we got the Halloween Don't Fear the Reaper cut. I have to say, this cover looks pretty cool as well. It does kind of look like, in a way, same thing with the with this one right here. They both kind of look like something that Scream Factory would do in the future. So here's the front right there for the Don't Fear the Reaper, and then the back right there. Pause again if you want to read that. And then, of course, open this up, and we get the Blu-ray right there. With, once again, reversible artwork cover, and then, once again, the back is the same. But yeah,